2026 is right around the corner, so if you've been thinking about making some video for your business, in this video I'm going to explain to you the smartest way to approach that, the best way to do it, and the most profitable ideas that you can probably use to give you the best chance at starting. The first thing you need to understand when approaching video production for your business is the goal that you want it to achieve for you. So when you think about making the video, you have to understand, what is this video going to do for my brand? Is it going to bring me more clicks? Is it going to bring more followers? Or is it going to bring me more money directly? This is really important to understand because your video can go anywhere from social media to an event display at a trade show. So it's really important to know what you want your video to do for you, where it's going to go, and what kind of leads you want it to generate. You know, is this going to be generating appointments? Is this going to be generating direct sales? Or is it just going to be, like I said, getting people to follow along your page and then maybe buy later on? So just to do a quick recap, it's really important to know where your videos are going to go and what kind of traffic you want them to drive for you before you post them. But regardless of what the video is, you have to know those two absolutely. So now let's talk about some video ideas that I think are going to be specifically useful, especially with the current market landscape moving into 2026. So it almost goes without saying, but the first way that you can help your business with video in 2026 is going to be finally getting your social media pages started. If you're like one of the many business owners that I've talked to, you've been talking about it for a long time, it's been on your brain, it's been something you've wanted to do, but you just haven't gotten around to it. Well, I have some good news for you because we've been doing this ourselves the past couple months at Nonagon with a personal account for me. And because of this, we've been able to post a ton of videos with very little effort in my end when it comes to recording. Now, when we do this for our clients, what it looks like for them is sitting down once a month, getting in front of the camera, recording, and then everything else like the scripting, the editing, and all other parts of the production planning are done by our team so it can stay off of their plate. This is really good for helping drive organic traffic, helping establish your brand in a local area, and honestly, just strengthening your brand to have more assets and more pieces to use across all of your advertising and marketing, not just on your social media. Assets that you create for your social media can be reused in other places like trade shows and emails and paid advertising, and it's also the best free way to test which content is going to perform the best for you. The second way to break into the video space in 2026 that's going to be really beneficial for you, especially with the ongoing trends we've been seeing so far, is going to have to be making some sort of personal brand for your business. Like I just mentioned a second ago, this is something we've been working on for me at Nonagon, but it's something we've been doing for a long time through my LinkedIn page and has actually been one of our most successful sources of revenue generation. Now, the reason why a personal brand for your business is so important and why especially having video integrated in with that is because a lot of times with companies much bigger than ours, it's hard to see the person behind that company or the people behind that company who are working on the product or who are going to be working with you, right? Like let's say you're hiring a service provider, or let's say you're buying a product and you're going to be talking to a customer support team. It would be much nicer up front to be able to see those people on your screen or on your phone or your laptop or whatever, explaining the product to you, talking about how it works, calling out you, your character, your problems, your needs, your wants, maybe even referencing some other people that have been in the same situation or looking for the same thing and then got what they were looking for. It's so powerful to have a direct person within the company, especially somebody of authority like an owner or a marketing director or something like that, with a personal brand speaking about the product. And for this exact same reason is why so many brands have been paying for UGC content recently or hiring content influencers to work full-time within their business. It's because a personal brand is just going to have a much higher conversion rate when it comes to creating content than your company account. So for example, the reason why I actually just recently made a new Instagram account for my personal brand, even though I already have a LinkedIn and even though our company already has an Instagram account, is because we didn't have a personal brand Instagram account, and that's where we're actually able to generate revenue. Remember, the key factor here is that people buy from people, not companies. The next thing is probably one of the most important things in this entire video, and that's going to be creating multi-platform content for every single video. That means when you make a video, don't just plan to post it in one place or two places. You can plan to use that same video and quote it for your website or Threads or X. You can take that same video and cut it down for Reels for Instagram or TikTok. You could take that same video and have a long form version for YouTube or your website. You could take that same video and you could put it into a compilation for events or trade shows. You can test content for paid advertising. You can include links to resources in your email marketing. The amount of ways you can redistribute a video with just a little bit of editing and a little bit of re-optimizing is insane. It's unlimited, and we use this exact same technique within our own business, but also with all of our clients, and it's the reason why video is so powerful for them. When you're paying for video and you're using this content, it can get really expensive if it's only depending on one channel to succeed for you. But if you're putting the same video out onto 15 or 20 different channels, chances are one of those is going to hit at some point, and more realistically, multiple of them are going to hit at some point, and that's what's going to help you grow with video, and more importantly, that's what's going to help you profit with video. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how do I get an ROI on my video? And the number one thing I tell people is set yourself up for success when you distribute the video itself. If If you're working with a professional video company that knows how to make videos that bring in ROI, then it's up to you and the distribution and a smart plan to get that done. At Nonagon, we work directly with our clients to help them with the distribution strategy, so to make sure that when we finish these videos, like I said, they're not going in one place or 3 places, they're going in 10 plus different places, being as useful as possible over the long term, over a widespread area, so that they're setting themselves up with the most amount of success to profit back on this video. My final piece of advice to succeed with video next year is to just honestly start making it. Most companies aren't making any video at all, and right now, you can look up the numbers for yourself. Buyers who watch videos before buying a product or service are influenced by over 80%. It's undeniable, and you can even think about it for yourself. When was the last time you bought a big item or something maybe a little bit expensive or out of your usual purchasing range without looking up a review or watching some videos or going to the website trying to learn more about it? Even when you're house shopping, would you rather there's no video or tour or whatever, or no photos, and you have to go to the site to take a look at the house? Or would you prefer the realtor attaches some nice videos, of photos, a 3D walkthrough maybe, and make it as easy as possible for you to be informed and understand your product or service that you're buying much better? So like I said, final piece of advice is to just start making videos. Even if it's not with us, even if it's not with any company, even if it's with just your phone, your customers will appreciate it, trust me. If you found this video valuable, please hit the subscribe button and follow along, because I'm constantly posting more free value and tips for the video industry.